The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers provides quality planning, engineering, construction, and operations products and services to meet the needs of the armed forces and the nation. Our mission areas include water resources, environment, infrastructure, homeland security, and warfighting. The Jacksonville District contributes to these mission areas in Florida, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands through a variety of programs. Our regulatory division reviews applications for proposed work in waters of the United States.
The regulatory process that the Corps of Engineers implements is a critical component of managing and protecting the environment of Florida.
The goal of the regulatory program is to render fair and reasonable decisions in a manner that balances the needs of many diverse stakeholders. These stakeholder groups include economic interests, environmental interests, resource agencies, federal, state, local, and tribal governments, and the public in general. While the process of evaluating proposed projects is made quite complex by this goal, it ultimately allows the Corps to protect the environment while allowing for reasonable economic development.
I think everybody recognizes Florida is going to continue to develop. I think all organizations like Audubon are going to have to pay more attention to working collaboratively with the process to produce a result. But by and large, the question of changing that development form into a more environmentally friendly development form, incorporating good conservation strategies, incorporating both water and energy conservation strategies.
Our new relationship with the Corps benefits the Builders Association of South Florida's home builder members and their engineer members in several ways. First of all, again, we're looking to improve the permitting process through new communication so that there are fewer problems, faster permitting not only for staff but also for home builders, and making sure that builders' concerns, which had not been taken into consideration before, are now being heard.
Well, my law firm interacts with Corps regulatory in several ways. In the representation of our clients, most of whom are developers, we have the traditional regulatory role of interacting with Corps staff in the 404 process, in the River and Harbors process, in seeking permits.
The Nature Conservancy interacts with the Corps regulatory program in a number of different ways. I can give several recent examples. One is the preserve we're standing on right now, the Disney Wilderness Preserve. We were very closely working with not only the federal regulatory program, the Army Corps of Engineers, but state regulatory partners, private industry, other nonprofits, to really bring this project to fruition. It's a 12,000 acre state-of-the-art mitigation project that really, I think, set the example for how mitigation should have been done.
One of the things we have to consider is a more regular interaction that's in a planning mode, where we're actually talking in advance about strategies as opposed to trying to influence things when they're toward the end of their process in the regulatory sector.
One significant change over the last 20 years is how the regulatory division works with stakeholders. What were confrontational relationships are now more collaborative, as we work with stakeholders to meet their needs while making decisions that sustain not only the natural environment, but the human environment and the economy.
The Corps of Engineers is becoming a real active partner in finding the solutions. We have bioenergy issues with land use with our agricultural needs, and many other examples where we will bring all the partners together and find solutions to these problems for Florida. I think our members are very happy with the relationships they've established and maintained with the Corps, but we also want it to improve. It can only get better, not only for the Corps staff and their personnel, but also for our members, because environmental regulations are always changing. There's always a new way to solve and resolve an environmental issue. So that's where we would like to take our relationship with the Corps, to improve it and refine it and keep on working together.
Had a meeting with the Jacksonville district, the colonel in the district, and a number of the folks up there to really brainstorm and talk about how we might work better with the Army Corps, how we can provide some of the products like our eco-regional plans to the Army Corps that would enhance their programmatic activities, but also how we might work with the Army Corps folks better to enhance our conservation objectives.
These permitting processes at the end of the day are about allowing the built and natural system to coexist in a sustainable way.
As Florida continues to grow, the Jacksonville District Regulatory Division will continue to seek a sustainable balance between development, environmental resource protection, and the economy.